Hello and welcome to Adventure Sean and the next video in the series from my trip here to Scotland. And you know what? I'm having an absolutely awesome time so far. If you haven't already, check out the Scotland playlist here on Adventure Sean, and that's where you can see my adventures so far from this trip. And it's been absolutely awesome. I've been to Loch Ness, I've been to see some amazing bridges, and also went to the Falkirk Wheel. And I was there earlier on today. That was the previous video to this one. An amazing wheel, fantastic piece of engineering that connects a canal that's up here with another one down here, and it rotates round, and it's absolutely brilliant. So check out that vlog if you've not seen it. Now, anyway, a few days ago, I was driving down here towards Glasgow, and I was on the M9 motorway. In fact, you can just see the lorries and cars going past just behind the tree line there. And I was driving past probably about 7:30 in the evening, and it was just starting to go dark. And I looked over to the left, and I saw two massive horse statues, and I thought, what is that? Anyway, I pulled over at the next available point in a service station, looked on my phone, did some research, and found these two horse statues known as the Kelpies. I'd never heard of these before, but they are pretty new. I mean, they were completed in 2013. And I thought, you know what, whilst I'm in the area, I've got to make time to come down here and check out the Kelpies and see what they are. So anyway, I've parked about a 10-minute walk in that direction on a free car park. Up until 5 o'clock, there's normally a paid car park here, but that's closed now because I'm here in the evening. There is also a visitor centre, and you can actually go inside the Kelpies, but that's all closed at the moment due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But I've parked up, I've walked down here, and you know what? Here they are, the Kelpies. Wow, two massive horse statues, and you can't really get the full scale of them from this angle, so I'm going to get a little bit closer. Well, I say a little bit, I'm going to get right up next to them so we can see the Kelpies in all of their glory. Like I say, these were completed in 2013, so really in terms of a lot of the history in Scotland, they're pretty new, aren't they, really, 2013. Bear in mind, a lot of the history and monuments in Scotland come from natural things like Loch Ness and castles and that sort of stuff. To actually come down here and see these is something very different and something that I'm looking forward to doing. So this is normally the visitor centre, I believe, all the building that you can see down the side. Like I say, that's all closed at the moment due to social distancing. They've also got a miniature version of the Kelpies over here as well. We'll check out those after we've gone over and seen the main event. So yes, come and join me here on Adventure Sean from Scotland. So the area here is known as Helix Park, and it's a completely regenerated area, of course, with the highlight being the Kelpies just here. And now we're starting to get more of an idea on the scale of these. The closer that I'm getting to them, you actually see some people just standing underneath the horse there on the left-hand side. I'll zoom in a little bit. So yeah, that gives you a good idea on the scale of these and just how big they actually are. In terms of the height, they're actually 30 meters tall. And like I say, they're located here in an area known as Helix Park. So it's been completely regenerated all around here. Lots of new green space and planting. And then of course you've got these amazing structures. Look at that, aren't they amazing just to look at? I imagine at night they light up really nice as well. When I was doing some research, like I say, I didn't know about these at all. I was doing some research after seeing them from the M9 motorway, which is literally just over there on the right hand side. And I saw some pictures of them lit up at night, and it looks absolutely awesome. It really, really does. So these impressive sculptures were designed by sculptor Andy Scott, and like I say, they were completed in October 2013. The sculptures actually form a gateway at the eastern entrance here to the Forth and Clyde Canal, and of course the new canal expansion that was built as part of the Helix land transformation project. Of course, these are now a big monument here in Scotland, but especially a monument to the horse-powered heritage across the country. And here it is then, the Forth and Clyde Canal, as we can see here. And then you've got the locks directly there in the middle as well. What a brilliant gateway to this Helix Park project. They were actually opened to the public in April 2014. And during that first year, over 1 million people actually came down here to see the structures. So in terms of increasing tourism for the area, that's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And what a night to come and see them as well. The sky looks absolutely epic tonight just behind these. Look at the sun there just peeking through. That's probably my favourite angle actually of the Kelpies. Fascinating, isn't it? And like I said, I was just coming along the road. You can see how close the motorway is. You can actually see one of the signs there on the M9. And I thought, I've got to come and see these. I can't believe I've never heard about them before. What an absolutely gorgeous area. You can see them smaller ones just over there in the distance. I'll have a look at those in a moment before we head back. But first, I think we should get a little bit closer. And also, I'll take a couple of photos. Of course, give me a follow on Instagram at Sean Sandbrook. That's where I post all the different photos. And I'm going to be posting lots on there because tomorrow I'm climbing Ben Nevis. That sky is absolutely epic tonight, and that's just really made it. Look at these structures, they're incredible, and they're actually weigh over 300 tons each, and you can really see that now standing directly underneath them. Gonna walk up here now and get as close as I can do, and really you just get to feel the power that these have in the area. They can be seen for miles. You can actually see them from the Falkirk Wheel where I was earlier on, and wow, the sky is just really making it. It's actually quite scary just looking up at them. The scale of these is incredible. Look at this. Epic. Round the back now of the Kelpies here, and you can see how the structure was actually built. All the framework inside, and then these panels attached onto the side. What a fantastic piece of engineering. Really, really nice to come and see these, and a bit of a bonus really. I didn't expect to see this trip. I didn't know about them. I'm surprised that I didn't know about them. Normally I'm quite familiar with a lot of these weird and wacky places that you can visit, but yeah, these are stunning to see. I like the water, what they've got running around the side as well, and like I say, you can actually do a tour inside the Kelpies, but that isn't running at the moment due to social distancing. That's completely understandable though, especially when you see just how tight of a space it is. There's really not much room. But yeah, how amazing. Oh, this is another fantastic angle. I definitely prefer this one here on the left-hand side. Of course, looking at them head on, the left-hand side. From this angle, it's the right. Yeah, look at that. Really impressive. Definitely going to take a few more photos here. I like how they put it right next to the road as well, just to draw a lot of attention there from passing traffic over on the M9. Brilliant. So glad that I drove down this road and saw them. If I hadn't been coming down the M9, I wouldn't have even known they existed. Like, that's incredible. Really, really good to come and see them. And like I say, they do date back to 2013, but I'd not heard of them. And I'm quite well travelled and been to a lot of places and know a lot of these different things. But with that, yeah, I'd never even heard of it before. So it's nice to come down here and see something a little bit different that I wasn't expecting to. So there we go, the Kelpies. Let's go down this way and have a look at the smaller version now. So as you can see, there's a cafe just over here and the visitor centre just over there as well. So it gives you a bit of an idea on the setup here. Lots of places just to put your bikes as well and lock them up. And here we go. Here's the two smaller ones. Bet we get a nice angle with these in the front and then the others just behind it if we come around this way. There we go. Well, actually perfect shot right there. A little bit further down. That's it, brilliant. Right, take a few more photos from here. This gives you a really good idea actually on the scale of them with the little people looking up there. Fantastic. Right, snap a few more photos. What an absolutely awesome visit to the Kelpies here in Falkirk, Scotland. What a nice little surprise to come and find something like that. And like I say, I'd never even heard of them before, so it's nice to always come and see something a little bit different, and especially some sculptures like that. I think they're absolutely brilliant, and the design that's gone into them, all the tourist benefits, you've got to think, there's a full day's worth in the area in terms of tourism. However, now you've got these two different things that have all been put in pretty modern times really, the Falkirk Wheel and then of course the Kelpies. Two fantastic visitor attractions that bring a lot of tourism to the area. Certainly brought me here. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. There's various other things to check out in the area as well, but it's time to move on, time to move back up north again here in Scotland. I've done things in a bit of a different order this trip, and that's been because of the opening hours of the theme parks that I've visited over on my other channel, Theme Park Worldwide. So I've kind of done a bit of a funny route round Scotland this trip, but I'm heading up north to the Scottish Highlands, and of course I'm really looking forward to a trip tomorrow to Ben Nevis. I'm going to be climbing Ben Nevis tomorrow. I can't believe it, the tallest peak here in the United Kingdom, and I can't wait. I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to go Tesco, get some supplies, get some bottles of water, and get a few other bits that I need to take with me, because you've got to think, to get up there and back down on average is about 7 hours. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Luckily I've done quite a lot of walking and hill climbing before, but I've never climbed a mountain mountain like that. I've climbed Snowdon, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's coming up here on Adventure Sean. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me here from the Kelpies. Check out my vlog from the Falkirk Wheel if you've not already seen it. And that leaves me with one more thing to say. Drive along the M9, turn off and come and see the Kelpies. And get out there and have your own adventures. See you soon.